change. You can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. What's really in your heart? Let's talk about change. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. T with T and N. Let us take you by the hand. Conversation, healing. Let's have a change of heart. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change. You won't be the same. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you wanna change? You can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. What's really in your heart? Let's talk about change. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. T with T and N. Let us take you by the hand. Conversation, healing. Let's have a change of heart. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change. You won't be the same. Let's talk about change. Yeah, let's talk about change.
Hey, y'all.
Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Hey. Hey, Shayna. Thank you for joining.
Hey.
Anybody else
Hey,
be kind
Shayna.
of, them shoulders get the moving when that intro come on? Triv killed that, right? Be trying to sit there and harmonize with Triv. Thank you, Triv. So if you're viewing, just tell us hey so we can see all who's here.
Come on in.
Let me see. We see
Respond back to
today
us.
we get some comments.
Woo.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey. I said, hey, Shayna. How y'all doing?
Hey, everyone.
So we want to welcome you guys. We always excited to talk with you.
Yes,
and
we
to
are.
discuss, some great, exciting topics.
Yes.
We know outside is not the best, know. So let's grab your little tea, your little coffee, your juice, and let's dive into this topic. So we know normally we always come like with some, some real deep topics. Maybe not. Yeah. But tonight we want to just have a little fun.
Yeah.
So right now, God, we pray against the spirit of offense. No, I'm joking. So please don't take this offensive.
No,
if you do these things,
don't.
some of the things we may do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we just want to know why. So the topic is, why do people?
Why do people?
If you come in, say hey, so we just know who's watching, who's joining in, okay?
Yes.
Go ahead, Tanya. Hey, Chloe Doe.
Hey, what you want me to say?
You're gonna dive in. I said the topic is why do people?
So a lot of times when Ken and I have talking, and we just be talking, and then we be like, why do people? And so whatever we're talking about, we just ask this question. And then we start, really trying to figure out some reasons or some explanations as to why people do stuff.
And sometimes we don't have no answer.
We don't have no answer.
We lost.
Or
Or sometimes we can kind of, we may have one or two maybe reasons, but we're just assuming, right?
We're just assuming. We
don't
really don't know.
So we want you guys to chime in and let us know why. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Shoot out your ideas. And then if you have some why do people, include that as well.
Include those in our, so we can just talk. Okay.
Okay, so
the first, so we got all these whys, and we just gonna just spill them out.
Yes. So I'm gonna kick it off.
My
first why is why do people, women, when they break up with somebody and or get a divorce, then they want to do Pilates and and wanna dress up. You know what I'm saying? Wanna work on themselves, wanna look good, wanna get their hair done, get their nails done, wanna go shopping, interested in changing their wardrobe. Why you ain't do that while you was with the guy or while you was married? Like, I'm confused.
Well, and let's clarify.
Anybody
Some women, not all.
Not all. Because I was ear hustling in some conversations, and I just wanted to know, why did you think that was okay for you to say that? Like, now, you about to go work on yourself, or I'm about to get my hair done. Why you didn't do that while you was in the relationship?
Yeah, so why do women do that?
I don't know, but
some women.
I would just say, because I think when you dress yourself nice, you care about what you put on. You make sure your hair is done. You make sure, you may not be into nails and all that good stuff. That's fine. But yeah, I think it's a representation of how you feel about yourself, right? So if you're in a relationship, why did you lose sight of yourself then, right? In the relationship. Is that really what you're saying?
Yeah.
And then why, when you separate, then that's your time to work on yourself?
Well, can I say something?
Sure.
One reason why some women get in relationships because they need identity
and
validation.
Got it.
So they'll get in a relationship so that man or woman can validate them.
Okay.
And so they're not going to, they look for that spouse or that relationship to validate and to pour into them. And that's when they begin to sort of blossom and flourish and things like that. But it should be the other way around.
It should.
They should already
have that
confidence and that validation and know who they are. Absolutely. Going into the relationship.
Yeah.
You know why? Because in a relationship, that opposite sex can't give you everything that you need.
Because you have to have it.
You're supposed to bring something, right? Bring something to the table.
Okay. And then I think too, you didn't play this person, right? Because you didn't did what you're trying to do now to get somebody. And then the thing just go downhill once you're together. And then now you got a problem because he's looking at somebody else.
Who?
Or she looking at somebody else. We can come from both angles.
Yeah, we can come from both angles.
Do better. Like, just love on yourself. You may not be into fashion, but a clean shirt and do your hair and make sure you're presentable will go a long way. All right. So I had that question. Do you guys know why do women do that? Or why
women?
Why do some women do that? Why do they feel like when they become, unattached with someone, then it's time to do Pilates and work on themselves, and care how they look and what they wear? Do y'all know? I think T broke it down.
Yeah,
I kind
of broke it down just a little bit. It could be in more detail. And again, we're just talking about some people. We're not saying all women or all women or even all men.
Yeah,
we're just saying some.
Yeah. So love yourself enough to come in to whatever relationship with your own confidence and love for yourself.
Yes,
a man or a woman do not have to define who you are. Okay.
Correct. Don't let your relationship define who you are.
Yes.
You should come into it already defined and fine and gorgeous and delectable.
But comb your hair. All right, next.
You can tell that's
her
pet peeve. So again, if you all got some wide people, just come on in.
Yes.
Okay, my turn. So, why do some people want to work, but they don't go look for a job? Or got the job and don't go to work?
That's a good question.
And why don't people work?
Wow.
Now that could be that. Okay, let me ask that question again. That's a 3-4 question.
Yeah.
So why do people want to work but don't go look for a job? And why do some people have a job but they don't work?
So Jackie said sometimes the person is so busy doing for the family or spouse, they don't have time to take care of themselves.
Now that's true.
thinking that applied to what I asked first, or is that to
Hey, Charlize.
T's statement?
Hey, Miss Lisa. Okay.
Which one, Jackie? I think that was what I stated, right? Like why some women fall apart. We'll come back to that. But
yeah, elaborate some more, Jackie.
But I don't know. I think some people just don't have any work ethics, or I don't know, or just feel like they have to go to work. I don't know. I don't have that issue because I like things.
I think, this now generation, or it all depends.
But I love you enough to get this lipstick off your
forehead. Lipstick on my
I don't know how that got up there. It's red. Sorry, y'all.
It might have already been on.
Okay, carry on.
Thank you. Okay. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. You know.
So what are we doing?
She actually said to my question. So that is so very true. I have seen women, they have a lot going on. Some women and even some men, play the role of just staying at home with their children. I get it. But still, I think care about yourself to at least love on yourself and make sure yourself looks look presentable, and then always take time for yourself. We can't just always put things into our children and to our spouse, and we forget about us.
We forget about us because that's not really healthy. No. Everybody, and I understand what Jackie's saying because I've done it before. But so but you
go ahead.
But you really want to have a balance.
Yeah.
And sometimes as women, because we're caregivers, we're comforters, and we're all of this, we don't allow ourselves. We think that everybody else is important about ourselves, but balance is important.
It is. And we talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
We did.
Self-care, right?
Self-care.
Take a break.
Self-care.
Take a break. Tell your husband. Tell your spouse.
Yes.
The baby daddy.
Everybody.
Whomever. You need a break and you need some time. Okay? All right. Carry on.
Okay. So we're back to why people don't work.
Yeah.
And why people that have a job don't work. And why people want to work but don't go get a job. And why people don't want to work. Why?
Y'all don't have to answer. I don't have to answer for that.
Some.
I did say, some people just don't have any work ethic. Some may never learn how to go seek a job, possibly.
But then you got people that got a job but don't go. They call off all the time. They're always sick. What is the world coming to? Where are our work ethics? Where are our professionalism? Because people don't realize jobs are grooming places. Jobs are character building places. Jobs are to get you to learn how to follow, so one day you can learn how to lead.
Come on, that's good.
Yeah,
but you can't get that if you don't go. This is true. I don't have that answer. Do you guys know why?
Anybody? Why do people want to work but won't go look for a job? Why do people that have a job don't go? And why do people don't work? Why do some? It's not all. In all of these whys, we're just saying some. It's not all. But I'm just having a problem with that. Because the work is a place of character building. Your workplace builds your character. And everybody that works know that. And because it pushes you sometimes to that limit and you want to quit. But when you are mature, you're realizing that something that, you are there to give something and get something.
So we'll put a pin in that.
We'll put a pin in it because ain't nobody responding to that. Because don't nobody know either, huh? Well, let's go on. Okay, your turn. Next one.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
This is good. Now, I just feel like I
think you do.
But why do people?
Some people.
We're not going to keep saying that. We just said this is not a place of offense, okay? We here to learn, to grow, to take ownership, because we some of them people sometimes, right?
Right.
We are not exempt. So I'm going to keep to my title. Why do people get so much advice but don't want to apply it themselves? Do they apply it? Or they never ask your opinion? They always have a word of advice, though. Anybody been there? Anybody got a few?
Anybody?
Why do people do that? They have all of the solutions in the world, but they have no fruit to show it themselves.
Wow.
Anybody know that?
Anybody know? Why do people always have advice but don't want to apply it themselves? I think I know why.
Why?
Because some people just think that they know it all and they got it all together. That's why they're giving their advice in the beginning. But they don't give a disclaimer, say, hey, I don't know everything and I'm not perfect, but you got to give them disclaimers. No, I'm just playing.
No,
you don't have to give a disclaimer. But most of the time people do think that they know it, and they, they don't have to apply it. And they think in their life they have applied it. So it's just their perspective.
I know if I have a answer and I have not yet applied it myself, I will definitely start off like that. Like, I believe, I was told this. I have not done it yet, but, I want to offer this information to you. So I think it's just being open and honest rather than being prideful and haughty, thinking that you know, and, you ain't doing it, All right.
Okay. That's a good why. That's a good why. Okay, my turn.
Sure.
So why do some older men try to snatch a younger woman?
Let us know. They have some confidence, y'all.
Right. They got confidence. And sometimes it works. Jackie said some people are all know it's all, but don't take their own advice. Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
That's the honest to God truth.
That's true. Let's get to these old men.
Let's get to these older guys.
Why do they think they have like some confidence to think that they can get a younger woman? And we mean, let's just throw some ages out there. Maybe about a 40-ish man, trying to get like a 20-year-old or like a 19, 20, 21. Like, that's boldness, right?
Ain't that bold? And sometimes it worked though.
Sometimes.
Well, what about some of these older guys? Some older guys, they got all this belly, their feet sticking out, they got two or three teeth, one eye going as well, this way, and they trying to, you know what I'm saying?
That's confident. I love it. I love it.
Miss Taylor says sometimes we should study to be quiet.
That's good.
That's
study
good.
To be quiet. I'm gonna use that. Thank you, Miss Taylor.
Yeah,
that was
Miss
good.
Taylor said, study to be quiet.
That was good.
Yes, that is really good. You got another one? We couldn't really elaborate on why the older men try to snatch a younger woman.
We just trying to see.
Well, sometimes I think maybe they trying to see if they still got it. And then you remember about the middle age, what do you call it when men get in a certain age? They be trying to see if they, they having this
I know what it is. It's on the tip of the tongue.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Life crisis.
That's life crisis. And so they try to actually, try to see if they still got it, if they still, can pull a woman and, things like that. It's like a confidence builder,
right.
Something like
and
that.
And Jackie said young women lead them old sugar daddy to believe they can catch a young girl. And I wasn't going to touch that, Jackie, because I just feel like I'm being the bad one today. But that's true. Like, I think some older men, some may like that role of taking care of and spoiling and showing younger women, different experiences or whatever. Yeah. So that does sugar daddy, right? But hey, that's your business. And
some younger women want that daddy figure,
this is
and
true.
They don't realize it. And so when they have an older guy come to try to talk to them, and they fall right into the clutches because they have been fatherless and they're really looking for that father relationship.
See, we're not going that angle today. But
midlife crisis. Oh yeah, Jackie. Yeah, we got midlife crisis. Yeah. So you got your various reasons.
But whatever you like, that's your business. All right, carry on.
Okay, whose turn is next?
It's yours.
Okay. Why do some women, I got a question now. Listen, guys, listen. Why do some women break up or get a divorce and then lose weight, comb their hair? Didn't we just talk about that? Oh, okay, we skipped that one. Mm-hmm. We were just, you know what? We were just coming up with a whole bunch of whys, you guys, because me and Candace talk a lot. So some of them would be kind of crazy, but we got another. So why do some women?
You wrote that in.
Oh, I ain't gonna say that one. That was kind of, I did write that.
Let's just say this. Why do different sex, are
genders?
That's great. Different genders, are looking for, a significant other, And they have all these preferences, right? All these high expectations, right? But they coming up short, you know. So they're asking for all these great things, like maybe someone who has nice hair, or someone who has their own home, or someone that doesn't have any kids, someone who has cars and savings accounts and this and this and this, and you don't have none of that.
That's true.
Why do you have high expectations and you? I'm trying to think of some good things. Like you're not aligning to what you want to attract. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So why do people do that?
You got some people on.
Hey, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you.
So Miss Taylor said, yeah, midlife crisis, insecure, mama's boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, I know a lot of people in this situation, even today. So I think sometimes because you want to get there and you think it's the other person is going to help you get there, so we're looking for a goal. We're looking for the better life and through somebody else.
Yeah.
But, and a lot of people think, I'm saying people because it'd be men or males, man or female, male or females. But a lot of times we be looking for, to catch that pot of gold, and we're looking that the other person is going to get us there. When actually we should be really trying to see how we can get ourselves there and be able to bring something to the table.
I'm just saying, don't be looking so high up that you're missing what's coming right to you. Okay? So yes,
your expectation
should always be set high.
Yeah.
But don't overlook what hitting you right here. Okay,
right? Because you could be really missing.
It could be a gold man. You never know.
That's right. Because it might be somebody on your same level that y'all work together. Absolutely. And you get
to what you desire.
That's right. That's really good.
Yeah. And Jackie said because they are trying to get an upgrade. My God. Kimberly said don't have the same explanation for yourself.
Expectation. You mean don't have you don't have the same expectation for yourself.
That's true.
And that could be low self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's different emotional issues that you might have. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And again, this is change our heart. We're talking about a lot of these things. We just need to change our thoughts, change our heart, change our life.
Absolutely.
Okay. I got another one.
Sure.
So why do some men drive fancy cars but still live with their parents?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
So why do men so are they living with their parents just so they can buy an expensive car and drive a fancy car?
Maybe so. Do you guys think this is a great question? Do you guys think it's an age limit that anyone should live with their parents? Like if you're dating or, do you think it's a problem if it's maybe a woman who's maybe 30 and she stays with her parents, or a male that's 30 and they still stay with their parents?
I know there's a lot of people that think that one sex is okay for one sex, like a female to stay with their parents, than longer than it is for a male. I don't know why there's gender bias, or they different when it comes to gender. It could be the way that society has says that a man is supposed to get out there and he's supposed to do what he need to do so he can be a man and he can leave the house. But a woman, she's meek and humble. She's waiting for that guy to come and get her. That damsel in distress.
The damsel,
and he's coming to get her.
But I just think maybe just ask.
Miss Taylor keep saying, "Mom."
I don't really. Maybe that person is, they're splitting things. They are being independent in a sense and helpful. They're not just there sucking up stuff, and the parent is paying for everything. So maybe it's a system that works.
And maybe their parents are sick and ill. Maybe they need a little help.
Yeah,
but sometimes it ain't that.
Ask, right? We have talked in our other shows. Communication. Effective communication. Ask. And trust it until you see otherwise. Okay? So we're moving on. And
I hope you guys are laughing about these wives, because that's the reason why we came up. Some are really funny.
Oh, now this is good. Why do some men desire a successful woman, but can't handle it when they get one?
Jackie said, if the person is financially stable, male and or female should be living on their own. However, sometimes the individual lives at home to assist the parents. Yeah,
that's true.
What he said. That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an answer though? Why do some men desire like successful women, but when they do date a woman that is successful, they can't handle that?
What do you mean they can't handle it?
Well, they may say that. I think because when I think of a successful woman, let's just think of this. We can throw this out. Maybe a woman that's working as well. Maybe a woman that is not in need of anything.
Maybe bringing in as much money or more than they are.
But then maybe a man want a woman to be dependent upon them. So I guess it may be just the person, right?
It could be the person.
Yeah. But I think that they should find the answer, because it's some successful brown women out here that's doing it for themselves.
Lisa, sometimes some mothers baby these men too long. They'll still ban their sons underclothes.
Wow, Lisa. That's deep. Now that's a problem. Now that's a problem for me. That is a problem.
But I believe she might be right.
What Jackie say? They become intimidated
by
her success. That is true, especially if they make more money. Men want women. Let me help you, Jackie, because we out here. Some men want women to be dependent on them. That's true.
Yeah,
I think that's really, really true.
That's true.
But I think because it was a statistic. Someone told this to me not too long ago in conversation. They were just giving me like a overall number of brown women, black women are, becoming to get more degrees such as bachelor's and master's rather than back then, right? And it's more prominent for them to be leaders and, being successful now.
Yeah.
So
CEOs
it is something that people have
companies.
To adjust because it's nothing normal, but hey, adjust and get with it. Figure out how it works.
Yeah, but a lot of times it is intimidation.
Yeah.
They feel intimidated, insecure about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm successful. You successful, but I still would like to be taken out on a date and not take out my pocketbook. Even if I can afford it, I still like to be treated nice and
a present.
Surprises and stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
All right.
That's good. Very good. Okay, my turn. So why do some men? Well, this is an experience. This is an experience.
Oh.
So one time I was standing in a restaurant and this guy came up, nice looking gentleman, came up, was speaking to me. He looked nice, dressed nice, smelled good. And I checked the fingernails and things out. Very nice looking gentleman, very respectable. We had a short, small conversation, but his breath was horrible. How can you get dressed before you brush your teeth? Why? What is it? What is wrong with brushing your teeth before you get dressed? Don't people brush their teeth, or do he just have
He might have a little tonsillitis. he might just have a little condition, or he could have had a nice lunch and didn't brush his teeth.
He was coming in the restaurant to eat.
Well, maybe a breakfast, but I get it, you guys. Let's just do that. She said, "I wish y'all could hear me cry." I get it though, but
his breath was kicking.
It can ruin a moment. Like you're looking good, you're dressed nice, you're handsome, and you're like, okay.
Horrible.
He thought about himself.
I couldn't even tell him that I was married because his breath smelled so bad.
help them, Lord. It's not the teeth holding the door. The older, it's the tongue. Jackie, you right.
It's the tongue.
Listen,
Yep.
women, since we on here, hit that tongue in the morning, okay? Let us not be in the number of the stanky breath. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. Lisa
Thank
said
you.
a lot of fathers missing from the home. They don't have examples in the home. And
That's true.
That's the honest to God truth.
That's true.
Lisa.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna skip that bad breath because that was,
you didn't. You
that hit
can't
me.
skip
That
it.
hit me.
You didn't gave your whole life.
that breath was kicking. Do you understand? But I knew this guy who had one. I was thinking, I don't know. He didn't have a big belly because I knew this one guy. We was just buddies. We were actually next door neighbors. And every time we was gonna talk, I was taking about 6 feet back because
Oh my
his
God.
breath smelled so bad when he told me he was a cool neighbor. He was really nice. You know, he would come, he would say, hey, can I, this is before I got married. He would come, hey, can I help you do something? I was like, no. He was really cool. He was really
Them
cool
be
guy.
the ones.
But every time he talked, his breath was just bad.
My
The
God.
stairs 6 feet apart.
Oh my God. And what Kimberly said, some people have an illness that causes bad breath.
They do.
You about right.
They do.
But we thank God for this season of wearing a mask. Because, baby, if you can't self-correct and smell that.
But you got to smell your breath even when
That's-
you got the mask on.
I just said that. That's helping people. Pop you admit. I've been there. I done had me a lunch and had to go run out because you got to have your mask on. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you get it together.
But check your breath before you finna rap or talk to somebody.
Ladies and me. Okay.
Yeah, check your breath.
That was good.
That's
Ooh.
real good. Okay.
All right, so let's get this. Why do some people, parents, they together, you know, they look nice. You know, they got the new Jordans, you know, on and, you know, nice little shirt, little Nike shirt and nice little name brand pants or whatever. Your haircut, her hair is done. You know, they looking good. But then your kids. Your kids hair all. She need a wash and some conditioner, and your
Just
baby,
like you needed some.
and your baby is not matching. You know, what are we doing?
It's terrible.
Now I grew up that my mother would have me looking good. You know, have her kids looking good, and she would be the one that goes without. That I thought that's how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What's wrong? What's happening to the parents?
Now I get it. Some kids do go to daycare and they come back looking a mess, but not early in the morning. If they look like that and they return like that, it's a parent problem.
That's a parent problem.
And I do get, kids don't need to wear night. I'm not saying go buy your kids Gucci. I'm not saying that. Walmart got a nice little special. You put them clothes on that baby, let her match him or her, and get them little Rugrat sneakers or whatever. That's fine. But don't just have your baby out here not together. That irks me to the
You
core.
got some people talking.
Let me see. I rushed out to Walgreens before, brushed for meds for Ava. And I must die from my own morning breath. That is funny, Shay. And Kimberly said, no, that is my pet peeve. That is poor self. That is
Thank you, Kim.
I didn't want to say it, but that is selfishness.
That's selfishness. You are glammed out, and your baby, you taking them to the store, and they look worse
than what you look.
look.
And then let me get this. Now, sometimes I didn't see the family that didn't care what they look like, but still do something about your kids, because I think that helps build self-esteem. Because you think they're not going to school and they're getting teased and talked about. Come on, do better. Do better.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave that alone.
We'll leave it alone. Okay. So why do some drivers with road rage come behind you, speed real fast in front of you, put on their brakes, just so they can get to the red light first?
Just a red light. Now, who do that?
Who does that?
Explain that to us.
Why? We need an explanation. Has that ever happened to anybody? Why do that happen? Why are we in such a hurry just to get to a red light? or you one car behind me, and then when you come in front of me, you one car.
But we still wait.
We nobody can go. Why do we do that? Anger.
It makes you do some.
It makes
crazy
you
things.
do crazy things, and it's dangerous.
It does. It is. It is.
So if you have road rage,
Mhm.
then I mean, it's obvious that you have an anger issue. And a lot of people with anger issues, they need anger management therapy, and they need anger management coping skills.
Help us.
And please, before you get those particular things, don't get behind the wheel.
Yeah,
Don't get
because
behind
now
the wheel.
it's getting extreme, right? Like
Yeah.
people shooting on the expressway, and it's just getting really, really, really out of line, right?
Yes.
And thank you. You get to look at them like the food. Yeah. You've been right.
Yes.
My next thing is y'all. Let's get back to these parents.
Yes.
Numerous of times I have been out, and I just hear like parents cussing at their kids.
Like a sailor. Woo. Horrible.
And I'm not even
I had to
going to
close
give
my
no
ears.
examples. I'm sure you guys can imagine. But why? Why are you doing that? Do you not understand that the child learns their identity and builds their self-esteem in the home? Why? Because that's the first part, right?
That's the first place.
That's the first place they're at. So can you imagine you're diminishing their self-esteem?
Yeah.
And
tearing
or
it down.
you giving them false reality that when they grow up or when they go to school, their teacher is going to talk to them like that.
Yeah.
Or when they get out in the world, they're going to desire a significant other that's going to talk to them like that. And if they come around someone that has some sense and talk to them calmly and nicely,
They're going to think it's something wrong.
they're going to think you'd what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
I think that is so distasteful. It's tacky.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I don't even know the kid name
Well,
because you didn't call them all type
But
of names.
you know what? The music now has profanity and cursing in it, and sometimes, and our children will be desensitized to it. They're desensitized to profanity, and they think it is a part of the American language.
Absolutely,
and they really do.
Because I done worked in some daycares and some school systems,
And them kindergartens
And-
was cussing you out. I know. You
Listen.
told me about it.
I used to work with preschoolers. Start there, and them babies know them words, and they know where to put them
Oh yeah.
from the home.
From
Let's
the
do
home.
better. Let's do better. And
Yeah.
you can't beat a child
Yeah.
because you didn't show.
Well,
you
they're
didn't
gonna get
demonstrate
up. They're
that.
gonna get older, and they're gonna cuss you out.
Yeah. And
And
then
Go ahead.
I didn't heard this statement. You can't beat the you out your child either.
Ooh.
That might be a topic.
Yeah, we need to write that down. Write that
But
down.
yeah, do better. That is so annoying.
Don't be trying to beat you out of the child. Your child is
We
what
gonna
do you
talk
call it? A
about it.
representation of you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What
That's
we got?
really good. Okay, let's keep going. I got another why. Can you all comment on this? Why do some women want a man with money, but they don't have none?
Wow. Help us.
Help us.
Help us. Because they want to be taken care of.
I think we got to talk about this.
We
but,
did.
But sometimes when you think of the mentality of some of our Black sisters, we need to come to the table with some.
Yeah.
You were I think most women, they said in the state of Illinois, you're grown at the age of 18, right? Or 21. So your parents are finished taking care of you and raising you to a certain point. I think when you're in college, you still can stay on your family's medical and things until you're 25. But technically, you have to take up your own life and do something with it, and not look for somebody else to take care of you.
Yes.
At a certain age.
But we can look at it from another angle.
What's your other angle?
That if you're not taught that,
Yeah.
or, groomed to do that, then you're not going to want it. You're not going to desire it, right?
Yeah, you have to be taught. Yeah. You have to be
Right?
taught.
Maybe you have been spoiled and been taken care of, and your parent did not tell you this is you know, or even showed you and demonstrated that they're getting up and going to work or desiring, you know, wealth and health and all that good stuff. You can't do nothing that you're not taught, right?
That's true. Lisa said that's a profound statement. You can't beat you out of your child. You sure can. That's really profound. That's
that's gonna be a topic.
Yeah, that's gonna be a topic. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, what else we got? Why do women want a man with no kids, but you got 10?
Now that's 10. Good, because I didn't heard that.
Oh my God. Why do you want a man with no kids, but you got a whole tribe? That don't make any sense. Just if God bring you so if God bring you a guy, he got 2 and you're 10, then you got 12. If that's who God brings you, I mean, you don't want nobody because they got children. Why? Because you don't want to deal with the baby's mamas. Well, he got to deal with the daddy's kid, with your daddy's kids. The daddy's kids. So why not just have a big nice family? If God bring him your way and that's who your mate is, then accept it. I don't understand I don't understand our thinking process.
Some men don't want women who have kids and they have 14.
That's right.
That's the problem.
And that's probably because he don't want to take care no more. He don't want to take care of yours and his either. And you don't want to be with nobody that's like that anyway.
Effective communication. Find out, y'all.
Talk to him before you start. Talk to him. Like he might come dressed good and looking good with that smelly breath. But he don't want to take care of your kids. I think you better exit stage left.
If she has a lot of children, she is tired and don't want to be bothered.
Right.
Bad Jack. Bad Jack. Oh Lord. Okay, so where we going?
What's the next one? Why do people want to be so successful but don't have a plan?
A lot of people.
Oh, that is a mind breaker. I mean, that breaks your perspective.
I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna do this.
And got no.
You don't even have a startup plan.
Don't have a startup plan.
You still let that part that you want a job, but don't. But you don't have one.
But you don't have one.
Help out.
You cannot be successful without a plan. Every if you think of a millionaire, they started out with a plan. And when they started out with the plan, they never stopped executing the plan. They had short-term goals. They had long-term goals. And as they achieve those short-term goals, then they start reaching and they start building towards those long-term goals. So every successful person starts out with a plan. You're never going to get there if you don't have a plan, right, Ms. Can?
This is true.
Yes. That's a profound statement. You don't be okay to just say.
Now, this is a good thing.
What?
Why? Well, I know we got why do people, but I'm going to frame it as, how can people sit in a nasty house? Or have a nasty car?
Ooh,
like how?
I've gotten into a lot of nasty, dirty cars.
Now it could be a preference because I do have a little OCD from her.
No,
it was passed down. No, yes, receive it. But God, how can you sit? Now I'll be busy too. And I may not do, wipe some down, or well, that's a lie. Maybe I won't sweep or something, and I'll do it eventually. But you guys, how can you sit in a nasty house? To me, that's a sign of depression.
It's definitely, it's something emotional going on.
Yes.
Or an organization or cleanliness.
Like chaotic and a sense of, organization. Neatness about it. Like your living maybe how you feel inside, like chaotic and out of place and unsettled.
That's how you got some people with a mental illness, those hoarders. And hoarders, that's a mental illness. And they what you laughing
She said, please tell me that is not sugar in the bottom of that teacup. It is. I didn't get a chance to stir it.
That's Kimberly. How she see your sugar?
Because I keep
Oh, it
telling
is sugar.
Listen.
Sugar. Oh, it is.
Kimberly, stay focused.
That's why this tea is so
It's so
good, because
good.
she put all the sugar in there.
What she say?
Girl, I never understood why people who don't clean their house or car. I definitely have OCD because I will clean other people's houses if I
See,
am
Jackie,
visiting.
you got a whole nother level. 'Cause
Yeah,
what
she
I'll
got a
do
whole
is,
level.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Because I just can't. I just.
Because me and Karen's kind of like,
Yeah.
if you ain't clean, we ain't never eaten
And
at your
then
house.
do anybody else feel like their house is like their domain? It's your peace. It's your comfort. You want to come in. You want to take your shoes off. You want to sit in it, and it brings balance, right? You're able to kind of unwind, right?
Yeah,
but how can you do that? And you got dishes in your sink. You got food on the counter. You might got some roaches. You got clothes all around and stuff like I cannot. But that's your business.
That's your.
I just want to know how.
That's your
Anybody
business.
don't clean up? Can y'all tell us?
They ain't gonna tell you that.
I'm dead serious though. Anybody that don't clean up can share. Like
Ain't nobody gonna share that on tell us on TV. On Facebook.
Now you right, Kimberly. That's the norm. They were raised that way.
Yes, they were.
Now I can't talk. I don't know.
But some of them are raised like that because they come from their mother and father. Yeah.
Wow.
And I got experience. I ain't gonna share that experience.
Don't do that.
But anyway. Well, yeah, because some people are raised like that.
But
they're raised in a filthy, dirty house. And when they come to your house, it's something because what they've seen, they become accustomed to. And they believe that's how it's supposed to be done. And some kids don't even realize that they were raised in a nasty house.
Well, come on. Let's just break that and let's start off fresh. Let's start a new tradition and teaching. Clean your house.
Clean your
house. And
house.
then it be something that just them be the people that be so welcoming and want you to come to their house. Okay, we done beating the horse. Do better. All right. If you don't want to share it with me now, because I'm really curious about that one.
Don't tell
And the first question I asked, hit me in my inbox and tell me. Okay, I'm gonna put your business out there.
Take it for your business.
Okay.
Okay, here's a good one. You tell that one. Oh, we skipped this one. Oh no, we can't
do that.
That's not nice. That's not nice. We just write down on our wise y'all. Now we being convicted.
Right, we feeling bad now. Now this is a good one because y'all know education is where I thrive, right? Why do you want your children to go to school and be so educated?
But we tell them this, but you won't even try to go
or try to finish or begin. Do you got your diploma?
Right.
Like we can't. I think. Find out what's your child niche. Education may not be it, but yes, encourage and assist and help.
Yeah.
And it may not just be you. You might not do education, but get them somebody in place to give them an encouragement that they're able to see, and not just hear, do this, do that, but, be able to be shown so they can finish those different milestones within school and then see what they really want to do in life. But I think don't be an advocate for education and that's not your strong.
Yeah, but then you got to be careful of what you actually see. A lot of kids, your actions speak louder than the words. So if you always, like chastising your kids about the grades they get and making them feel bad because they're not getting an A and they actually got a B, and you actually was getting D's and F's in school, you need to be a little more compassionate. Just a little compassionate because they are getting, they do have a B. They're trying.
Yeah.
And they're doing better than you did.
This is true.
So, be compassionate, be, supportive.
Yeah.
And, try to encourage your child to do their best.
Yeah.
And then if you want to take it a step higher, go back to school. Be an example because your actions speak louder than words.
Yes. Yes.
Now let's add to that?
No, you did that that was very profound.
Okay.
Now this is something that I want to know as well.
Yeah.
Why do some men
this is a really good topic.
Have boys feel that they must be stern when they're raising them. And not really show love in a sense of a hug or, letting them, not really being reprimanding, but talking and teaching and loving on them. Why do some men think that being stern and yelling and correcting is their main role?
That's good.
Anybody we have any men on here can share? Because I'm a little lost. Because I have seen some men do that with their girls that they have. It should be a balance. I think both a girl and a boy should have balance from their father as well as the mother, but we're talking about the fathers. So yes, it's okay to be stern, but I think it's also great to show love, to give them hugs, to love on them. Why? Because you're teaching them something that they can only learn from their parents, right? And I think that's a problem because then when they get to a certain age, you're putting them out there in the world and they don't know how to show love.
Nope. Not to a female. And
then it'd be challenging within relationships because they don't know how to hug or even receive that type of love from a female, right? Yeah. We got to do that. Yeah. What's your take on that?
I think so too. I think we got to remember that our children will one day be adults.
Yeah.
And of course, you can only teach them what you know. But society have told us how a man should raise another male, and society has told us how women should raise females, their female children, their daughters. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of our relationships, that intimate part of our relationships, fail a lot because of how that father, or the lack thereof, mm-hmm. somebody else on the street fathering them, told them that, you got to be stern, you got to be hard, and don't cry. So they suppress their emotions, mm-hmm. and so they don't know how to be affectionate. I mean, they know how to have sex, but that's only because of pleasure, but they don't know how to really give the woman what she really, really needs, that intimacy. So women view intimacy different. We like the, touch or feel or hug, a kiss. Some women, but those things sometimes lead up to intimacy, but they don't. But some men are, lack in that area, and it's very difficult to do something to lead to that part. And that's what women take. It takes that for some women too.
That's true. And then I think we can look at it from the other angle, like you stated, a woman or a girl who is raised in the household without a father figure. Then they don't really know what expectations or how a man should treat them, and then they may make their life a little bit more difficult if they're not taught that through life, and they may seek father figures in other men. So I think we can look at it from different sectors, right?
But it does, but because sometimes some men don't have. I mean, some men grew up in a home where young boys didn't get a hug, mm-hmm. or a kiss on the head or a cheek. I mean, what's wrong with kissing a male child, and showing them some affection, or give them just a hug, and then they're not so exclusive when they have a relationship or a friendship, and are not afraid to give a hug or give a compliment, or say, hey, you look very nice today, or you smell good. I mean, it's necessary.
I think we went hard. So let's end on a great note.
Let's end.
Why do some people? Now we know on your phone, right? You got that little button that say speakerphone, right? Why you got to be in the store on your speakerphone cussing people out and talking about other stuff, talking about people gossiping? Why? When they done made all this technology in 2021, they have headphones, they got the little Apple Buds you just stick in your ear. What are you doing? We just experienced this in Wally World. First off, I know y'all probably like that's the problem because you was in Walmart, but this lady in there going in, I don't know, she's talking to a coworker. She's like, that's why I don't like that. Just imagine. Me and T looking at each other like, and I was laughing. I'm sorry. It was funny to me because she did not have no care in the world.
She had no filters or nothing. She was all loud.
going in on the
Going
phone
in
when
on
she
the
could have
phone.
simply took it off of the speaker.
And was talking. But we heard all the conversation
Why
in the
y'all do
store.
that? Why y'all do that?
Why do some people do that?
And I'm gonna add to that. Stop doing that in places where people want to relax. Because
Right.
I was at the nail shop. I don't want to hear your conversation. I'm trying to get a pedicure and I'm trying to have my feet soaking. I hear you over there talking about people. I don't want to hear that. I
On
want
the
to relax.
speakerphone. On the speakerphone.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing
Now in the store, okay, but don't do that when people trying to get a sense of peace.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. We done fussed today and we have talked about why do people. That was so much fun.
It was. So let's allow a moment. If you have some why do people, go ahead and get it in before we do our benediction.
Come on, you guys.
The doors of the church is now.
The doors of the church is now open.
If not, I think we didn't read off a million. It was fun. It was exciting.
Yeah.
It was a great take.
We wanted to get you guys to kind of laugh a little bit. Anybody got any comments?
Hey, Roz.
Hey, Roz. She
But
my friend. How come she know? Oh my.
She had to choose one, so she chose the
Why
great.
she choose?
But okay, you guys, we had fun talking about that. Now, like as we stated, it's just some questions that you'd be like, why?
Why?
You know, some stuff that we convicted of,
Yeah, you want
know.
an explanation why?
but it's all good. So now we're gonna move over to our Black Excellence.
Black excellence. We
So-
are going to talk about some black excellence.
Now I know, like the last couple of weeks, we've been a little
we
show,
fell short.
but I brought black. So this is actually my cousin's and my auntie business, and it's called Katrina's Closet. Now I didn't brought something. I have not got it yet. Don't be worried about what I got. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. I'll show you guys the package when I do get it delivered. But go to her site. Well, these ladies' site, they have some great things on the site. So great merchandise that for men, women, and kids. So go check it out.
Check it out, you guys.
And buy black. Now, as I did do some more Amazon shopping, but I'm just gonna
She
pray that it was
always
from
on Amazon
some brown
shopping.
folks. And actually
Probably
some
wasn't.
Target. Is Target that of the? Come on.
No.
Well, you know what? That's why we asked you guys to post your stuff
Post your stuff,
on
please.
our page.
On our page.
Well, actually, on our lives, and then we can, go to the site. Even if it's something that we can't
Yes.
utilize, I can still purchase and give
Yes.
it to whomever, sew it into someone.
Yes.
So let us know. Now, I do know that we do have. Let me see who's on our thing. We have Jackie Jakes.
Yes.
Jackie has Tupperware.
She sells Tupperware.
So, we going back in the office. COVID is over. They think. Mask up. Keep them hands
Or get
sanitized.
vaccinated.
All right, and that disinfectant spray because it ain't over. But you going to work, get you some Tupperware. We all need that in the house.
Yes, we do.
So go to her site. Jackie, put your thing down at the bottom so people can go. Let me see who else is on my site. Kimberly Simmons. I believe Kimberly Simmons is a part of that the bling jewelry thing. So the $5 jewelry.
Yeah.
So go to her page and I'm sure they'll connect you to her jewelry page. Post that at the bottom as well. Come on, we like stuff that shine and stuff. So go ahead and do that. I'm also scrolling. That's all.
Yeah.
I have. Do you have anyone on your page that have a business?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, that's a few is fine.
Mm-hmm.
So go check them out. And that's it for Black Excellence.
So what we want to do is we have our change of heart moment. Well, first of all, if you want to get in contact with us or if you want to give us any topics for discussion, you can reach us at www.changeofheart100@gmail.com. And you can put any suggestions or ideas or topics that you want to discuss. And remember, there's no topic that's off the table. We'll be really willing to talk about anything that you want to talk about. So again, if you want to contact us, you can contact us at www.changeofheart100@gmail.com. So we're going to end the show with our change of heart moment. Would you like to add something?
Not yet.
Okay. Have you ever, there's been plenty of times that we have asked ourselves why.
Mm-hmm.
why did we do that? Why did we make that decision? Why did we go there? Why did we act like that? Why did we say that? And we do it all the time. But what I want to encourage you to do is to think about why you did it. And a lot of times it is a reflection of how you think, how you feel, and your desires and your thoughts and your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Change Your Heart is about. We are about trying to show you so that you can make a change.
That's good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that really
That was
good?
nice.
Okay. Look. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, you lifted me up. You lifted me up.
So what we want to do is examine ourselves and think about how we can change the way we feel and how we think about ourselves.
Yes.
And if we do that, then some of the things that we do and we say and feel, we will be able to change it because we'll know that it's because of something that's lacking on the inside.
We'll be able to identify it better, right?
Exactly.
Because it could be the way you raised, like she said, it could be a desire,
Yes.
it can be an experience,
Yes.
right? So we all about change.
And you can't change anything that you're not able to identify.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. So you guys, thank you for joining in.
Thank you.
Thank you for your awesome comments.
Yes.
Thank you just for coming in and sipping tea with us on
Yes.
this beautiful Saturday. We're gonna call it beautiful because we
beautiful.
living. We here, right?
Alive.
You know, it's raining. All right. So be blessed, live, thrive, and have a change of heart. All right. So we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Do you wanna change? You can't stay the same. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. What's really in your heart? Let's talk about change. You can't stay the same. No, you can't stay the same. Tea with tea in hand. Let us take you by the hand. Conversation, healing. Let's have a change of heart. Let's talk about change.